Well, hello guys, welcome to Spin. Go ahead and hop on your bikes. I'm going to adjust that a little bit. Still kind of a funky angle. There we go, maybe. I'm still playing with all the camera angles and stuff, so bear with me. Alright, so go ahead and hop on your bike and get your feet set in the pedals and get your legs going. This is spin class, Monday, April 13th. And we're just going to start out nice and easy today. Sit up tall. Just go ahead and have your hands on your hips right now so you're keeping your spine nice and tall. And just draw the shoulders back gently. Roll them back a couple of times. And then go ahead and connect your hands behind your back. Yeah, it just didn't quite warm up enough to roll this thing outside, so I'm doing all the classes indoors today. So again, right now it's just about getting the legs loosened up. Hardly any pedal pressure at all. You know, you don't want your legs feeling like they're going to fly out from under you, but pretty light pressure. And about 80 RPM right now. Let's go through our hand positions. You can have your uprights or position 2. Hey, there's some people. You can bring your hands in to the bull horns, little bull horns, which is position 1. And I think when you have your hands in here, you feel how your legs and your hips move more in relation to your torso. So it's a nice check-in once in a while to bring them into the inner bull horns, the little ones here in the middle. And then you've got your drops, which are completely optional. Most spin bikes don't have drops. I happen to choose a brand that did have them because this is a riding position that a lot of people use, at least out on the road. So that's there for you if you want to use it. And then finally we've got our arrow position. The drawback to this compared to using arrow bars on a bike is usually they have some nice pads for your forearms right there, so this kind of hits your bones on your arms, so not real comfortable. Alright, let's add a quarter turn. Start getting some resistance under those legs. We're still not to our flat road yet. Feel like you're still on a little downhill, or if you're on a flat road, feel like you're on have a little tailwind. Alright, let's add some more resistance. Another quarter turn. Start to think about your pedal stroke, how you're applying that force. You want to use that whole pedal stroke. So that means pushing and pulling. So for a few pedal strokes, just feel like you're trying to scrape mud off your heels, off your shoes. Pull your heels back. And then think about pulling your knees up and activating those hip flexors. And then kick your toes, like you're trying to kick your toes right through the end of your shoes. Kick across the top, push across the top. And then just try to transition into a full circle pedal stroke. It's like you have a towel between your pedals and you want to keep that towel pulled tight all the way around. Alright, so let's find that flat road. If you're not there, get there now. And start to dial in that cadence. about 90 RPM or whatever your baseline is for you. Yeah, I'd say Mother Nature threw us a curveball Sunday afternoon, Sunday night. Went from gorgeous spring weather to, I think we went back to January. All right. Now we're just going to do some gradually steepening hills today. The less steep the hill, the longer time we'll spend on it. So we're going to go through a moderate incline for 3 minutes with a minute downhill in between. We'll do that 5 times. Then we're going to get into a steeper hill for a minute and then get a minute downhill. And then the last set will be a 30-second really steep hill, but you still get a minute downhill. So that's our route for the night today. So in about 20 seconds we're going to hit that first hill. The first time we do this, try it at a quarter turn harder. Alright, let's make it steeper now. Quarter turn harder. Try to see how close to 90 you can maintain your speed. You know, if you have to go down to 80 or 85, that's fine. 3 minutes here. And we'll just randomly come out of the saddle here and there just to stretch our legs out on these longer, less steep hills. If you still want to be efficient, use as much muscle in your legs and your glutes as you can. Let's come out of the saddle for just a little bit here. And just sit back down. Smooth transition into the saddle. Just do it as part of your pedal stroke. Hopefully you've got some good tunes playing in the background. Everybody can choose their own music. Keep those shoulders relaxed. Let's go ahead and bring those hands into the small bull horns, position 1, just to get a little shift in the torso. And come out of the saddle again. Your hips are still over the seat. And sit back down. Got about 40 seconds to go on this first hill. Shouldn't be too bad. Take your hands out to the wider position again. Now the downhills, we are going to be at a lighter resistance than flat road, literally like a downhill. Your legs are going to go pretty fast. In 3, half turn easier, downhill. All right. So that first hill we started out not very steep at all. The second hill If you want to go ahead and take it a half turn above flat road, do that. That's the steepest we'll probably get on these 3-minute hills, but give it a try. You can always back it off. So right now you should be a quarter turn easier than your flat road, or 1 gear below flat road. So it doesn't take much effort to get those legs turning fast. All right, let's go to flat road. And then half turn harder this time. Takes you down maybe 75 RPM, 70 to 75. Noticeable climb, but still very sustainable. Again, check in, make sure those shoulders are relaxed. Try bringing the hands into the small. It is harder to strike your shoulders if you bring your hands in here. That's one plus to doing that. Let's go ahead and come out of the saddle just for a few seconds. And then sit back down. You should feel like you're at least a 7 right now on a scale of 1 to 10, maybe flirting with 8. You can feel free to shift those hands around, see what works for you. What you notice about your torso and your hips and everything when you move your hands out wider. Let's come up again, out of the saddle. You're still using that whole pedal stroke, even if you're up. And have a seat. Try not to let your RPMs go below 70, 75. Alright, we are almost through this hill. So if you want a half turn harder than baseline, you're going to go 3/4 of a turn to go downhill. So 3/4 of a turn now. Again, let your legs go. You want to keep your legs from just flying away from you, but still stay relaxed. Think about engaging those inner thighs a little bit, like you have a ball between your legs. That creates kind of a counter stabilization for the hips, getting these guys engaged. So keep going. Alright, about 15 more seconds and then we're going to be climbing again. So the downhill should feel like about a 4 or 5 on a scale of 1 to 10, even though your legs are turning fairly fast. And we're going to take a flat road and then a half turn harder. Climbing again. Another climb here. Try to keep those RPMs up. Occasionally make sure you're looking out ahead. It's real easy to start watching those knees go up and down, and that just makes your neck fold forward and loads up some of those muscles that get tight. Not to mention, if you were really outside on a bike and you were looking at your knees that much, you'd be on the ground pretty fast. So let's come out of the saddle. Legs are like pistons, pushing and pulling. And have a seat. All right, we're almost halfway up this hill. Stay with it. And where's a beautiful place in the world that just happens to have a lot of hills? Let's think about that. As I'm here with my backdrop of the mountains. Let's come out of the saddle again. Come into the small bullhorns. Position 1. Again, feel those legs pumping up and down. And sit back down. Hang on to the center bullhorns for about another 20 seconds. And then take them out wide again. Less than 30 seconds on this hill. Again, just know where you are. If you're a half turn above the flat road, you're going to descend down the hill at 3/4 of a turn easier than you are right now. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Back to that downhill. Legs are just basically taking off on their own. So we've got 3 hills finished. Got 2 more to go. Try to keep those knees from wanting to roll out. Engage the inside of your thighs. All right, let's find that flat road. 1/4 turn harder. And then half turn harder. We're climbing again now. Hill number 4. And think about applying that force all the way around the pedal stroke, especially when you've got this load on your legs. Scrape the mud. Pull your heel back. You can even wiggle your sit bones further back on the saddle. Get your glutes in the picture more. More glute engagement. Let's come out of the saddle. Try to keep the upper body as quiet as possible. And sit back down. Try to do that smoothly as part of your pedal stroke. right, we're halfway up this hill. Let's bring those hands into the position 1 again, the narrow bull horns, short bull horns. Come out of the saddle. Hug those upper arms into your sides of your rib cage. Sit back down, keep your hands in here. And then take them out wide again. Definitely should be breathing harder than normal. Still able to talk, but definitely a little bit winded. That's where you should be right now. We're almost up this hill. So for a half turn above flat road, go 3/4 of a turn to get the downhill. 3/4 of a turn easier. Let your legs go. Got one more hill in this set. And we're just rolling right by. Keep that upper body relaxed. On the downhills, this is the time to sneak a drink if you need one. Hopefully you've got something nearby that you can just reach out and grab it. All right, let's find that flat road again, 1/4 turn harder. Getting ready to climb this last mild to moderate incline, half turn harder from the flat road. Might try some different hand positions. Try the drops, see what it does. I strongly encourage exploring, not just in terms of going someplace, but how your body reacts to different, just changes in hand position, body position. What does that do when, with your legs, your shoulders, your back? Be present, be mindful and present, so you're in tune with what your body needs. If you did go to the drops, bring your hands up. We're going to come out of the saddle. I'll stay up a little longer this time. All right, sit back down. You're halfway up this hill. So is it harder to stand up or is it harder to sit down? Think about pushing over the top of the pedal stroke. You've got that little crossbar down below. You've got a number on that. Think about tapping your toes on that crossbar. Check in. The shoulders will just start creeping up towards your ears before you even realize it. All right, about 30 more seconds. Again, if you're half a turn above flat road, to go downhill, you got to go 3/4 of a turn to the left, to the easier side, to take that load off your legs. And downhill now. All right. So that's the end of our moderate hills. We're going right into the steeper ones. But instead of a 3-minute climb, it's a 1-minute climb. And then a 1-minute downhill. So shorter, harder work interval, same recovery. All right, so the steeper hill, you need to be a 1/4 turn harder than your heel on the last set. So if you're a half turn above flat road, you want to be 3/4 of a turn above flat road now. Well, when we get there, we're about 5 seconds away. Let's go ahead and find that flat road. And then let's go 3/4 of a turn harder. Come on out of the saddle. This will probably take you down to the 60 RPM range, 65. Sit down for part of this just so you feel the force your legs have to put out to turn that crank. During this minute, you can really sit up and sit down or stand up however much you want. I'm going to come back up again. So I am 3/4 of a turn harder than my flat road. So the downhill is going to be a full turn easier. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Full turn easier. So just relax, let your legs go here. Let the pedals drive your legs. All right, hanging in there, guys. All right, find that flat road. Getting ready to climb again in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. 3/4 of a turn harder. Come out of the saddle. Pull up, push down. Reach your hips back a little bit more. Get those glutes firing. Shoulders are still relaxed. All right, if you can sit down, do so. You feel the power your legs are generating right now. And then the last 20 seconds, you can either sit or stand up. Ten more seconds, come on. You got this. 3, 2, 1, full turn easier. Downhill. All right, 2 down, 3 to go. Scrape that mud. Pull with those hands. All right. Let's dial in that flat road again. And start climbing in about 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. 3/4 of a turn harder. Out of the saddle. Again. Legs are like pistons. Push, pull, push, pull. The stronger, the more stabilizing your core is between your ribs and your hips, the stronger foundation your legs have to pull against. Stay standing, seated. Again, use that minute. Try some of both, but how long you stay in either one is up to you. $15 more seconds. So you can do anything for a minute. Do anything for a minute. All right, almost there. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Full turn easier. That should be getting you up around 8 or 9 on a scale of 1 to 10, at least 8. Maybe flirting with 9. We're not quite to the ready to die stage, but you're starting to see that it could be there. Now I got 2 more of these steeper climbs. Find that flat road. And in 3, 2, 1, 3/4 of a turn harder. Out of the saddle. Try this. Try the narrow bullhorn. So position one hands. See if you can lower your rear end onto the saddle without breaking stride, breaking pedal stroke. Reach those hips back. Get your sit bones back on that seat. 20 more seconds. Almost there. Come on, you got this. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Full turn easier. Downhill. What goes up must come down. All right, we've got 1 more of these. Hang on, you got this. $20 more seconds. Let's find that flat road. On this time, we're just going to stay in the saddle when we first turn the resistance up. In 3, 2, 1. 3/4 of a turn harder, but stay seated. So you can really feel that load with your legs. Come on. Push and pull. It's tempting just to start pushing. Forget about the pull, but you lose literally half your pedal stroke. Let's come on up now. Your spine is neutral. Maybe a slight forward bend at the hips. Almost there. 15 seconds, come on. 5 seconds now. 3, 2, 1. Full turn easier. All right. That's the 5th and final hill here. We're going to do one more set of 5. We're only going to climb for 30 seconds at a time. You'll still get a full minute downhill. So don't be afraid to crank that knob. Just don't crank it so hard that you can't stay above 50 RPM. That starts to get a little torquey for the knees beyond that. So remember, you on that knob. Nobody else knows what you're doing, but be sure and challenge yourself. Which I think you guys do that pretty well. So, all right. Here we go. Out of the saddle. Full turn harder. You're just slogging. It's only 30 seconds at a time. I'm in a 58-degree room and I'm sweating, so I've turned all the HVAC off at the gym. Since we don't have people working out here very much, other than me doing these classes. Almost there. Come on. 3, 2, 1. 1 1/4 turn easier. So you're still easier than your flat road. You still get a minute downhill. Maybe I would have been warm enough outside. I'm still trying to figure out some other places that I can tap into some Wi-Fi and teach from. Alright, we're going to start the second hill in 10 seconds. It's going to be a steep one. Let's find that flat road. And then a full turn harder. Slog away. You got to push, pull, push, pull. This is all about leg strength now. What have you got left in the tank? Core engaged. Collarbones gently lifted. Come on, almost there. Three, 2, 1. 1 1/4 turn easier. Downhill. Just let the pedals pedal themselves. Relax those shoulders. Twenty more seconds here till we hit hill number 3. All right, let's find that flat road. In 3, 2, 1. Full turn harder. Riding with the brakes on. Stay with it, come on. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. 1 1/4 turn easier. Two more to go. Finish line is within sight. So your cadence is pretty high on the downhills, but it's not taking much effort to stay there. About 20 seconds. We'll start uphill number 4. Let's find that flat road. Three, 2, 1. Full turn harder. Drive those legs. Legs are like pistons, powerful pistons. Come on. 10 seconds. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. 1 1/4 turn easier. All right, minute downhill. 1 more climb. You got this. Shoulders relax. Get your mind where it needs to be to make that last strong surge to the finish line. Let's find that flat road, 1/4 turn harder. And then 3, 2, 1, full turn harder. Come on, what have you got left in the tank? Push, pull. Shoulders relaxed. Strong through the hips, core. Come on, 10 seconds. You got this. Go. Go, go, go. Come on. You can see the finish line. 3, 2, 1. 1 1/4 turn easier. Take another 1/4 turn off. Let your legs really just have nothing to resist them. Nice work. Grab a drink. And you can let your legs start slowing down. Go ahead and sit up taller in the saddle. Open up your rib cage, your lungs. Get some good deep breaths. And just let your hands hang, your arms hang out of your shoulders. Just go ahead and bring the hands behind the back. Open your chest and shoulders. And then bring your hands to the front. Drop your chin, spread your shoulder blades. The legs can slow down now. Just keep the pedals moving. Just enough to keep the muscles in your legs helping pump that blood back to your heart. Reach up with your hands separated and just alternate, reaching one arm and then the other. Open your arms up. Let's pull one across. Legs are slowing down. Open it up again. Pull it across. All right. Let's come out of the saddle and just do some slow, easy turns. And then have one foot in front of the other. Let your heels drop down, hips come forward. Feel that in your calves. Let's switch the front leg. Again, heels drop down. The leg that's in back will probably feel a stronger stretch. Let's go around a couple more times. And then we'll dismount. Finish the rest of our stretches off the bike. So just, probably can't see me very well. Just grab a foot, quad stretch. So the trade-off is feeling like I'm way far away from the camera, or being a little cozier and having less room to move around. So again, I'm still figuring out where to be in relation to this phone. All right, cross-legged stretch. So I'm just going to sit my hips back. And switch legs, quad stretch or the leg. Even though we're going over a little bit, I don't want to shortchange these leg stretches. We've got boot camp coming up next. It's all body weight tonight, no weights or anything needed. And cross-legged stretch. And then go ahead and just pull your hips back, hang on to the bike. And if you want to go ahead and walk the hands down for a hamstring stretch here, you can do that, or just press your hands into your legs. And then press into your thighs, unroll your spine. Let's just take a big breath in. I always like to finish with that breath in, exhale out, and relax. We'll be back in about 5 minutes with boot camp, so hang tight. See you soon.